Today, we are going to create a few spreads in my 2025 reading journal, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. I want to thank all of you for pressing that play button today, and we are going to be diving into my reading journal for 2025. So as you can see here, I kind of have like a piratey type theme. I want to kind of say it's going to be like more high seas type theme because I've already done a few spreads and I didn't want to like have too many pirate themed spreads, but I'm gonna have a majority of pirate themed spreads, and that's just gonna be on like my trackers pages, maybe my challenge pages, but it's not gonna be for my monthly pages. So I've done a few spreads. I'll show you a few of them that are completed. There's some that I still need to do, and then I've penciled in my shelfie. I think I'm gonna do that today, and we might do the book battle today. All right, so here's how I did the front. So I actually got some digital prints or printable scrapbook paper is pretty much what it is. And then I printed it on sticker paper. So you can get this type of stuff all over Etsy. There are also like graphic sites that you can get onto where you can get like bundles where you can just purchase it online. And that's what I did. And I put this one here. And then I used quotes from a Live Love Posh. And then here we go. Here's some more art that I picked up from Etsy on printable version and then just printed it out myself, sized it down, everything like that. Super cute. I might do some more to this page. Not sure yet. I kind of have like the whole rooms vibe, but I kind of wish I would have like maybe used some of my distressed inks or whatever to like make a background type thing. But I don't know. Maybe this is perfect. Maybe that would have been too much. So I still haven't done my rating system yet. I'm not sure of the theme for the background. You know, you can see where our priorities are. Look, y'all, reading goals. So this is what I mean by it's going to be more of high seas theme. So this one is a printable that I got from Etsy. Everything else was from Hello Summer from Live Love Posh. And then of course I just did some stamping. So as you can tell, I pretty much have already set my reading goal for 75. So I just did bubbles. I just felt like that was kind of, you know, neat. And then I'm going to leave room for 3 goals, which I have not set yet. Haven't done my annual stats. And then that brings us to this page. Now I've already penciled out the books. I mean, I kind of just drew lines as placeholders because I wanted to make sure I have enough room for 100 books on this bookshelf. This past year, I only had 50. I made them so big because I thought I needed them bigger to write in. And I don't know. I just didn't need it. So here is my thought process. And this is why I penciled them out in advance because I was going to film it, but then my head gets all in it because you have to get kind of close and stuff. Okay, so I definitely want decor on here. I don't want just a whole page of books. I'm not a good drawer, so that's how it is. So I went ahead and put the chair in. Again, this is the printable from the same pirate reading set that I got off of Etsy. So I put that here. I had some stuff that I printed, but I had to reprint it. So this is the stuff that I reprinted. And then I have space here. So I want the window here, like a little porthole window. It's a little darker than I thought, but it's fine. So there we go for that. I can either put this here or I was thinking about putting that there. That's what I kind of wanted to put there was this. So I did cut this with my Cricut. Some of them I did do offsets. And then I have the smaller little things that I'm hoping will fit on the shelf. We'll see. And then some of this other stuff is for some other spreads. And I was just trying to fill up the page. All right. So I can do the window maybe here. Let's grab this. This is an eraser that came in an Archer and Olive box. Oh my gosh, it is the best. It is absolutely the best. And speaking of that, I was actually using my pencil that I got from there too. And I need to grab that. Okay, so I'm thinking that might be cool. Like about right, maybe right there. Okay, there we go. It's a small window. I couldn't get it too big because then it would take up too much room. And I'm like, whatever. I just want something there to break apart the books. And I want to do that before I draw them in. So let's see if I'm going to do this or not. Actually, why don't I just cut it so I can maybe get a better idea for the measurement of it. I just jumped right into this because these videos take forever to film. All right, so I can kind of go off a little bit. So I left that space open for it, but what I might end up doing is shifting some of these books down. I might do that. I think I'll have enough. So I kind of want this. I don't think I want this. Let's cut this one out and see too. Like I said, I already have it cut with the Cricut, but I'm just doing this for like, this one might look better. I feel like the sizing of this is kind of off now. Like the books are okay size, but I think this one might look better. Yeah, I think that, okay. So it's this. Now, do I need to add washi down here though? I probably do to make like a carpet, a rug. Because there are rugs in like a pirate's reading library. I don't know. Let's see. All right, brought a whole bunch of tools over. Okay. So, of course, this has like roses on it. So I feel like that might be... Yeah, it's kind of hard when this is kind of like the goldish. I have all this really cute washi tape that I need to keep out. So I think this needs to be unraveled so I can see what it looks like. Because I feel like it's probably a lot thinner than what it is. So it's probably not as dark. I could probably get away with that one. This one's not bad. Okay. I don't know if I want the black and white checkered. Yeah, that's a little too much. So I can do this, and then I can butt it up against this. And I have a box here for a reason. Actually, this needs to come down. This is where I'm going to keep my key, the key for like my color coding. So that's where that is, that's what that's for. Okay. I'll trim off the very bottom at the end. It's fine right now. It's not causing any issues, but I just didn't like, I wanted something at the bottom to kind of balance it. So now we're going to put this here. Okay. I kind of like it. I think we're good. All right. So like I said, I've drawn out for 100 books, y'all. I've drawn out for 100 books, and I did it all in pencil, and I'm glad I did it all in pencil. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the actual shelves. I don't have as much room for the shelves because of the fact that I wanted to kind of have stuff at the bottom to make it look cute. Yes, I probably should put function at a little bit higher of a priority, but you know, I just didn't want to do that. All right, so I have like this. Whoa, that's not the right color. Let's see. Where's my neutrals? I also have mild liners, but I was thinking about just using something like this to maybe not do like a thick one, to just kind of get something going, but I've got to do the books first. So this past year, I made it like really thick books where I did like 2 little squares. And that was just too much. So this one was 1.5. I thought 1 was a little skinny. So yes, I am making my life so much more difficult by doing the whole 1.5. And I think, yeah, that would have been way too big. I was like, maybe I could have used this. Oh, that would actually work. It's probably a little bit thinner though, because of the fact that, yeah, it's probably more 1. Okay, whatever. Let's talk. This always makes me nervous. I'm guessing I should do like a brown fine liner. Could probably use one of these actually. I have a swatch thing, but you know. Oh, wait a minute. You know, sometimes you just remember that you have stuff. I have this one. So I could do brown. So this is an 05. So if I do all my books like this, I think that'll work. All right, we might just do, I'm going to do the 01. All this out on my desk, I'm going to do the 01. All right, so I'm going to just use this. I've already done it, so I'm just going to like draw up so you could do straight. I think I'm gonna curve it just a little bit. I might do straight because that like curve is a little wonky. I don't know why it's so hard for me to do that. Probably because I'm talking about how hard it's going to be and it just makes it hard. Okay, a little bit better. So I try to do different sizes. It's time consuming to do this, but I do like the payoff of doing a shelfie. I actually thought about not doing a shelfie this year. I think I might have mentioned that when I was like doing my brainstorming video. I did do an entire like 2025 reading journal brainstorming where I kind of was like going through the types of things that I think I would want for a like inside of a bullet journal, so I can kind of start figuring out what page is going to be what, because that's very, very important. So if you're interested, if you haven't done a bullet journal before and you're just kind of want to hear my thoughts on what pages I'm going to do, because this is probably going to be a combination of a lot of videos of setups. So if you just want to know everything that I'm thinking about doing at one shot, you might want to check out that video. I have it linked down below. I also have a reading journal playlist of all of like my setups and stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna just talk for a little bit more, and then I think I'm gonna speed through this part. I'm almost tempted to not finish because it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to like edit half this stuff out. But yeah, so the reason why I almost did not do a reading journal though was because of what I was using it to track last year. I just felt like it really wasn't, like it didn't really serve a purpose, because I was getting that statistical information and like a visual when I was doing like my reading recaps and my monthlies and stuff like that. It was just because I felt like, you know, I was just coloring and coding it by month, and it really wasn't showing me much else. So it was just a lot for nothing. And I'm like, oh, well, if I'm looking to like get rid of certain pages so I have room for new pages, meaning, I mean, this is taking up 2 pages. I mean, my bullet journal is pretty big, but when you think about all your monthly spreads and stuff, you know, you want to save space. I'm like, well, this might be a page I could get rid of. But then I was like, well, I do want to track my genres a little bit better. I like to see the genres that I'm reading. This is going to be a thick book. So I did sometimes go a little bit different, the thickness, because, you know, books aren't the same. Some of them are thicker than others. But, so yeah, I was thinking about that. And I was like, that's what I'm going to track here. I'm going to track genres, but I'm going to track sub-genres. So I'm not going to track the main genre unless it's like a main genre I don't read very often, which is like my, like the memoirs or something like that. I usually do, like, I'll have like a memoir category. Just because, I mean, mostly I'm just reading like fantasy books and stuff like that. So for like fantasy, I don't want to just have fantasy. I might have like an epic fantasy category. Who knows? Maybe I'll read 1 or 2 of them. But like, I want it to be romantasy, dark fantasy. I don't know if there's another one or not. Cozy fantasy. I always forget that one. I don't really know if that's an official category or not, but I call it cozy fantasy. You know, like the feel good type fantasies. Some of you are like cozy witch fantasies. I haven't read Legends and Lattes, but I guess that would be like a cozy fantasy from what I understand. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and that's why I'm doing this. And, you know, I like to have leaning books. I don't have very many leaning books. I might have to add some more leaning books because this is the only shelf that has leaning books. I think I'm going to have to add some leaning books. I think these are going to have to lean, guys. So I'm going to make changes. So I will say, when you do this in pencil first, and then like you go back and erase it, the one thing you are going to have to like make sure that you go over it with something that doesn't bleed. I mean, not bleed, smudge. So like your gel pens might not be the best unless you give it enough time to dry. And you know, a lot of us are not very patient, mainly speaking for myself. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. So yeah, there we go. So I think that was 15. That one is so janky, but it's fine. 1, 2, 15. Okay. So then I had 15 and 10. So I was trying to do 25 for every 2 shelves. So that way I would have like 25, 50. And then I think I put more here because there were going to be less here. So I think I did, well, yeah, I think I did like 20. So then I did 30. So yeah, it's fine. I don't know that I want to do, I'm going to just keep going. I was like, I don't know if I want to do the shelf yet. Or do I? I think I want to do it light, though. I think I just want to keep it, or do I? We are going to speed this up in a minute, guys. I promise. Maybe we'll just do this. I just kept it thin last year, and I thought it was fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, I can make it a little bit. I can go again. We can do another line. Right under it. Make it a little bit thicker. I don't know how I'm going to reach that. Make sure, because I kind of went over that double. All right, guys. Okay, 1 shelf down, a gazillion more to go. So I'm going to go ahead. I hope my phone has enough space. But I'm going to speed this up while I finish drawing some of these lines. All right, guys, where is the top? Okay, so apparently I needed to wait until the end to do this because the marker is getting on the ruler and it did smudge a little bit, but you can't see it now. But I do want to say, like, it is kind of important to like erase the lines, because if you do have any lines showing, once you color over them, they're there for good. I'm talking about like when you start highlighting them to color them in, they are there for good. Now, there was I want this one. This is the last little decor. So I added all my decor. You saw that. And I'm going to put this little guy here with a little tiny book over it. But there we go. I like it. You see, it's not perfect, but it's going to be fine, especially when I start writing in the book covers. And what I think I'm going to do is, like I said, I probably will not read 100 books, but it's always better to have more than not enough. So what I will do, maybe like if I don't read 100 books, is I'll use a really light color at the end and color in those books. They won't have titles, and then obviously it won't match for this. But I'm going to do like a border. I don't know what color yet around here. And then I'm going to do the genres and stuff like that. I'll do a like actual setup video. I mean, I guess this is a setup video, but I'll do a separate setup video, and it will be closer to January 1st. And that's when I'm going to like write in my ratings, like write in what my 5-star means to me. So when I rate something 5-star, what does that mean? I'll do like my spice ratings, and then I'll like color code things. So that way I am ready to go. I'll pick out my color palettes and all that stuff and have everything ready to go. So that will be probably one of the last things I do as far as setups. I don't know how many of these setup videos I'm going to do. We'll see. I try to do a video a day in December. So that means I do have room to do it in my channel, but it's like, how much time can I film for those videos? So like I am filming this one early. Spoiler alert, it's like a couple of weeks before it's probably even going to go up, if not a little bit more, but you know, there we go. So I like this. This is super cute. Again, my key goes down here. I think it's fine. I mean, once I finish, I might go back and color in the background. I don't want to do that yet because I haven't picked out my color palette, but I might use like a colored pencil that's more of like a cream khaki kind of color and color in the background. I probably won't end up doing that. You'll see that during the full flip through that I'll do once I'm finished setting it up. Now this is one of my favorite pages, y'all. And at first, the reason why I bought all this distressed oxide inks, these, which you see I haven't even opened yet, is because I wanted to originally make a wall gallery where I like use distress ink for the wall, but then I'm like, oh, then it's going to get complicated as far as, I guess like my stickers would be fine, but I just wasn't sure. Well, in the end, I decided to just go on Canva, find a background, and then use photo frames. And I just, again, printed it on sticker paper and there we go. Look how cute that is. Now, these are not all identical size frames, so that's going to be a pain in my butt when it comes down to putting my book covers on here. But look, y'all, I did 2 pages. So yeah, again, this is enough for 100 bucks. I think what I'm going to do here is I'll kind of like do a check-in in the middle of the year to see how many I have left. I might put like photos of skeletons randomly in some of these if I know I'm not going to hit my 100 books. I might do that anyway. And then that way if I don't hit it, then I have that, but I can always cover it. So yeah, I am going to have to like do some measurements to see what they are, but I can just trim a lot of the photos down to put it inside and the size. But yeah, I just did a wood background and then put frames on it. And then I found this little gold thing. So I was going to put my star ratings in there, maybe like in the form of stickers. But yeah, I like how this turned out. I was so excited about this. And it's just, I created it in Canva, printed it on sticker paper, and then put it down. And then I did 2 different sides. So you could see it is different, so it doesn't like repeat. So what I did is I flipped it. So like what was on this row is on this row on this side, just to kind of add something. But this is my favorite spread. And it was literally just sticker paper. All right, so this is the last one we're going to do here. And this is like, unfortunately, one of the pages that is like bound together like this. But it's fine. So this is my battle of the books. You can see I already put down some stickers because I need to put down stickers to kind of figure out what I'm going to do. And then I was like, oh, I need some more. So that's why these are here. This is why I printed out a couple of more of these. And originally, I was going to put the winner up here, but then I put them there because they didn't have any feet. And I thought that looked kind of weird that they didn't have any feet. I think I'm going to have to trim this off. Yeah, I thought that was kind of strange. So I had to put them at the top of a box. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just print out the cover of the book and like pop it like here or something. We'll see. You'll know that it's the winner because it'll be the only one that has an actual cover where all the other ones is just going to be words. Could I? maybe I can bring this one down a little bit further. I don't like that on it. So yeah, so basically last year when I did Battle of the Books, I pulled out like one of my Live Love Posh fitness books, and I used like boxing for like Battle of the Books. So this year I'm doing like a pirate battle. And I was thinking I need to figure out where I'm going to put the photo, because I think it would be kind of cool to have like this behind it, but I could always just put this like over here or something, but then I'll need something over here. So this is definitely going to be a work in progress. I probably will be using Alpha Basics to write book battle. I like Battle of the Books, but I don't know that I have enough room. I guess I can do battle, but then it's of the, and I just don't want to do that. But I want some like big chunky letters. That's like Christmassy. I guess I can just do book battle. I think do I want to just do these or these? Yes, it's the aesthetics, right? Let's do battle first. Again, all of the pirate images came from Etsy. They had like bundles. And when I say like, I think everything that I purchased was like literally $10 or less. Like, I mean, together, total. Like everything was like $1 and something or something like that. I was like, come on, I have to have 2 T's. So it's very, very cheap. And I think it's because you can like purchase this on certain websites where the artist itself sells them. And you can get them pretty cheap there too. A lot of it's subscription based. Like, you know, like Shutterstock and stuff like that kind of has stuff like this. But I think there are some, I don't know the names off the top of my head. When I was like venturing for it, I had come across some. When I was venturing for my pirate ones. So I have like book battle. So I can do, is that going to be too big? See? I can cut off the B and the E. That could be kind of cool. Sometimes it's kind of cool to cut off some of the letters. Like I can cut around it with his like the head. Whoa, those are way too high up. Grab this. The T's are not going to stay. I'll just put them down. So I did this to kind of see where everything was going to be. All right. Yikes, yikes. Okay. So I want to do this. Ooh, that still might be fine. It still might be fine. Let me put the T's off to the side real quick. Let me grab, it's like right here. I'm just like, this is not a clear sticker, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Ooh, that probably was not, no. I can't use the, I was gonna say there's another B if I mess up, but that's right, I can't use it because I'm doing book battle. Okay. Close. That's close enough. I did pretty good for not seeing it. I'm like proud of myself for that. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. Okay, so then let me do, I think these are like different lengths, but I kind of like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to just keep the E there. I'm not going to do that one. Okay, and now we need to do book battle. Now, I think this sticker book is no longer available from Keleva Plan. I will check. If it is, I will link it down below. Or if there's an updated one, I will link it down below. But I absolutely love this book. I am an affiliate, so I do have tons of affiliate links down in the description box. So if you see anything that you like, I don't have any like of the Etsy shop ones. Those are just random shops that I found. But like Archer and Olive, which this is an Archer and Olive, B5, right? B5 journal. So like Archer and Olive, why does that look so backwards? But that's got to be right. Caliber Plan, all that stuff. Okay, so look how cool that looks. That looks so cool now. All right, so right here is probably where I'm going to put like the picture of it. So I might end up doing, I probably should have flipped. Well, I guess that would have been wrong. Let's just do this. This is me just trying to fill the space. But why can't there be a flag behind the tank, right? Now I need to see, because like I have space and stuff over here, so I need to see what I can put over there. It might not be anything. This might be it. So to draw these, I just use these. Now I did have to map them out, but I just used, so I used the smaller one for the monthlies, and then I used the bigger one for which one was going to win. So basically I'm doing Q1 here. So my favorite book for January, February, March. And then I'll pick a winner, which will go here. So the top book between those three will go here. And then the top book for April, May, June with the top book here of those three. And then these two will compete. And then the winner will go here. And then I'll go July, August, September. So then that will have a winner. And then October, November, December, and then that will have a winner. And then the winner from the third quarter will face off against the winner of the fourth quarter, and that will go here. And then the winner will just be a random one somewhere. I'll draw lines and stuff like that too. But right now I'm just going to go over this. This one I might do brown. Just because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be coloring them in. This one is going to be written in. So I thought about doing book covers, but I have enough of my book covers everywhere in here. So like you saw the gorgeous spread that I just bragged about that I created on Canva. So I'm gonna have book covers there. I'm gonna have book covers in my review. I may even do book covers for my that makes so much more sense. I might even have book covers for my like quarterly hopefuls, like the books I hope to read that quarter. I don't know yet. I don't really have to figure that out until like toward the end of December for the first quarter. Or I could change it too. I might do like quarterly hopefuls and pictures and then not. Now I need to pull out Mojo Jojo's Dated. I think, oh, wait a minute. I have a whole bunch of her dated books. Yes, I'm an affiliate for her too. Let's see. Neutral Dated. That's what we want. So, where are the months? Here we go. I might be able to use some of these. Like, I don't use these very often in the spreads. I don't know. There might be smaller ones. Hold up. I guess we'll just use these. I was like, where's March? Okay, see, that's so cool. And those actually don't look much different than that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this. I keep switching what I'm doing, but I'm going to finish doing this now. And this actually does line up pretty well with the dots. So, I mean, it is perfect for the dots. So, if you line it up correctly, which apparently I didn't when I was doing my penciled version. That's why it is good to do a penciled version and an inked version. Because like I said, my first version was not the best. All right. we go to the bigger one. And I'm going to now do this one. Whoops, I did not. Oh yeah, I did. I can't see it. Because this is a pretty thick. This is an Archer and Olive template. I love it. I have to see if this is still available. Who knows? It's kind of hard to know what's available because, you know, holiday shopping and all the sales definitely makes things a little bit more difficult as far as like knowing what's still in stock, because they have the sales, and when there's a sale, even things that aren't on sale, because you're already paying for shipping or you're already spending so much money, you're like, oh, I'll go ahead and buy it. So I'm not sure if it is available. I know there was like an A5 one too. I'll check and I'll link them because these are amazing. They have like, you know, like, I think there's a spot on there that I'll show you like when it's, yeah, they're like little dots on here that show you when it's like a third of the page, a half of the page, what have you. All right. So then, I think we come out to here, right? Okay. So I'm going to just take the curved edge and I'm just going to curve it around. And I'm going to do the same. Do I need to wipe that? I probably need to wipe it at some point. All right, I'm going to do the same here just because I think it looks cool with the curved edge. And these two can meet. And then I'm just going to take this and then just go like that. So that way you know that those three go there. How cute is that? And see, with the lines, it already looks better. So I'm going to do the same here. I guess I can actually go down to where the curve is, and so I don't have to actually meet it. I just won't. Think right there, maybe? I think right there. I think I went a little too high, so we'll just do like that. It's fine. And then we'll come here. And we'll just do boom, boom. All right. And then it's the same thing here, but because I'm only doing the two, I don't have room now. So I'm just going to draw a line straight down. Actually, I'm not going to touch it though. Well, I guess I kind of have to. Go say, oh, that was not in the center. Or is that one not in the center? Whatever. Whatever. We'll just add more stickers. I'll make it look better. There we go. That one must be over a little too far over here, but it's fine. Okay. Yes, I'm a perfectionist, but sometimes it's like, it looks cute anyway. It's not a make or break. Just like my books, some of them are a little wonky, but you know, they're still cute for the most part. So, you know, I had to find like a semi-cute pirate. Some of the pirate stickers, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want that pirate in my book. I had to find the hot pirate. He was the only hot one I could find. He's okay. Now this one isn't as important to erase because I'm planning on not coloring it in. I'm just going to write the title of the book. And then that's going to be it. But I like how this turned out. I think this turned out fun. So I'll just put like the cover of the book here. That's why I did that. Yeah. So there we go there. I'm almost feeling like I need to go ahead and draw that in. That does not match. Let's just do this one. Okay, so we'll say the key. I think we'll get that as genres when I list the genres. I don't think I need anything that says genres. Like my reading goals. Here, I don't know what I want to call it yet. Like, I don't know, because like I gotta put a title on here, but I just don't know what I want to call it, or if I want to call it anything. It really is a gallery wall of my reads. Like, it's my reading log, but I don't really know that I need to say that. Like, well, we're gonna know what it is, so I think it might be okay just to leave it. We'll see. And then the book battle. So there we go. We're getting this setup going, y'all. Yeah, so sometimes I do get a little bored when I'm like not doing anything and I set up some pages. So that's why some of these other ones are set up and I didn't do it on camera. So I might set up some more. Here's the next one I think I'm going to set up in a later video though. And I'm going to bring it up now because here's what I'm thinking. So I need a DNF and a 5-star. So what I was thinking was doing like a DNF here. And you have, of course, I'll probably take half of this off. I know that's not a plank, but I was thinking about like having all the books that I DNF. It's like they're being tossed overboard. So I might try my hand at some distressed ink. And then over here, I would have to figure out what to do for my 5-stars. I usually don't have that many DNFs or 5-stars because to call it a DNF means I am not going back to it. That is a DNF. There are a lot of books that I start and stop pretty early on because I'm like, I'm just not in the mood to read this right now. But it's not like I'm never going to go back to it. So that's like why I don't really have too many. I mean, I might have like maybe 10 or 12. We'll see. I mean, you never know. You never know. I say that and then I have tons. But we can figure it out. And I don't know how it would like this year I did a DNF graveyard. So I just did tombstones over the whole page. So I don't know. I could put them in barrels. Like, you know, they're throwing, but then they're surviving if they're in barrels. So I don't know what I'll do. But we'll put them down here. And then we'll do something over here. I feel like I'm going to have to keep like the water theme going. And then have my 5-stars. So I got to figure that out, or I might just change it up altogether and do something else. If you guys can think of a theme that might work with like the high seas, which obviously is mainly pirates, but you know, because I know I'm going to have to go like underwater for some of them. So that's why I did this one underwater. Yeah, definitely let me know. So I have to do that one. I also have to still do my annual stats page. I think this one is going to be my annual wrap up and I'm going to probably just keep that blank. Maybe I'll like throw some stickers down, but I don't think I'm going to do too much with that right now. I do not do a very good job of erasing. And then, yeah, and then at some point we'll get to the challenges and that'll be a little bit more fun to set up. They'll be a little bit simpler. It'll just be like bingo boards, A to Z, things like that. Like A to Z, I might be able to use some of this again to make the little boxes. So yeah, there'll probably be at least a couple of more like videos of me actually drawing things out and setting it up and using stickers because I cannot draw actual like other things. So there'll be a few more videos of that, and then I will wrap it up by like filling in like my 5-star rating definitions and things like that. So those probably gonna be like 3 to 4 more videos throughout the month with this whole setup going on. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is probably the first time that I've done a video where I'm actually like drawing things out, drawing things out like books. That's all I drew out, but like actually going through that process. So I do hope you enjoyed it. And maybe it gave you some ideas, especially if you are more of a sticker person than a hand drawer like me. Then maybe it gave you some ideas. Maybe you were like setting up your journal with me. All right, guys. So that's all I have for now. Definitely stay tuned for more setup videos. And if you liked it, do not forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, I would really, really appreciate if you would consider subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening or night. Until next time, bye.